everybody. I'm Steph.
I'm Michael.
And today we're checking out We're Sinking.
From Ludimus Games.
Yes.
This game plays 3 to 6 pirates and has a box playtime of 45 to 90 minutes. So thanks to Ludimus Games for providing us this copy of We're Sinking! But they didn't give it to us in exchange for this video. They gave it to us because they know we like to play all the games. So let's find out about this game, har.
Yeah.
So, in We're Sinking, you are trying to basically keep your boat afloat long enough so that you save the ship, or at any point, if the ship sinks, you want to save yourself. So, in each game of We're Sinking, you're always going to have one enemy that is coming to attack you, and it's either going to be the Skullsares, the Shark, the Kraken, or the Sirens. And each has their own special ability. So, every turn, someone is going to be first mate, and they are responsible for certain duties, right? And then if it turns out that we have had too many breaches or too much water, we've taken on too much water, we will start sinking. The first mate has to go through the sinking procedures. So, according to the duties checklist, which is the round structure, the first thing we're going to do is to check for breaches. And we're going to see if we've got too much water in our, first we check our breaches here. We're going to check to see which breach cards and permanent breach tokens that we have on our breaches. And based on what we have, we're going to deal cards into the water column from the water deck. And these are all just going to be face down. Now notice this minor breach. It has one water symbol on it. Look, you got water coming in.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So, then the first mate is going to look at this threshold sheet. This is based on player count. As you can see, this 3 players, and we're at level 1. Notice when we get to level 2, the crew quarters is going to start to flood. But right now, the cargo hold is starting to flood. So, check the number of cards in this water column and see if it has this many cards. If it is less than, we just keep going to the threat phase. If it is equal to or higher, then we are going to turn this over and start sinking the ship.
Oh, no.
So, when we move on to the threat phase, we're dealing out water and treasure cards, referring to the threshold sheet. Look, 2 water, 2 treasure. So, all of those water cards are just going to be face down. All these treasure cards face up. Then we're going to roll and resolve the enemy dice. We've got, based on each of these enemies, we're going to have a certain number of dice. In this, we have our 4 basic dice and our 2 Skullsares dice.
Until this gets up to here, then we roll 1 fewer.
We start losing dice.
Roll of the black dice.
Of the black dice, yes. So, with these basic attacks, we might take on water or spring a leak, or we might have some attacks happen with these dice here. We might have the cursed search or the boarding party. We could also have a cannon go down.
Oh, no.
So, we will roll these dice
Oh, that was terrible.
and resolve the icons, starting with the enemies first. The top attack should be done first, then the bottom attack. Then we're going to do our basic attacks. On some of the monsters, they will start out weaker and gain power. These will lose power as time goes on. Then we're going to do the task phase, and this is really the heart of the game. That's where you're going to take your dials. You're going to set it to one of the 4 actions. But first, you are going to discuss things and say, well, we really got to deal with the water coming in, or we really have to deal with the breaches, or hey, I'm going to fire at the skull stairs. You can say whatever you want at this point. Ultimately, it doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is what you put on this dial here. So once we actually declare our actions by putting our dials where we say we're going to go. I'm going to go and bail out water. And you say,
I'm going to go and build.
And this person says, I am going to go patch the breaches. So then we're going to all reveal what we did. Oh, I don't know what it was on. Did you have this? You were on this?
Yeah.
So you were indeed going to fire. I was indeed going to do the bucket. This person says they are going to fire the cannons, even though they said they were going to do the breaches. So going from left to right, he's going to line up right behind you like that. And then we are going to do these from left to right. We're either going to bail or get treasure or patch breaches or fire the cannons. Basically just following whatever you're supposed to do on each of these actions. And then we are going to do upkeep, where we're going to keep our check our hand size. At the start of the game, each of us has 3 clear waters, and they're all a little bit different. Is this a bad time to mention I can't swim? Water for days. So salty. And these are just filling up your hand. But you might end up getting some treasure cards, right? Some of these treasures here. You're going to see if you are below 2 cards, you have to draw a card from the water deck until you have 2 cards. If you're over 10, you have to randomly discard until you're down to 10. And then you keep going until the enemy is defeated or the ship sinks. Hey, what happens when the ship sinks? Well, the first thing you're going to do is you're going to remove the lowest ship section. Now look at this cool pirate ship. It has 4 different sections, 1, 2, 3, and the top section. You're going to remove the lowest section. So the ship's going to sit a little lower in the water now. This is so cool. And then you're going to place these chest tokens in the breaches column. Oh, look, you've got cannon upgrades and an extra single shot cannon.
I don't think you're supposed to reveal them, though.
Oh, you're supposed to just put them face down. Got it. And then, hey, we got a part of the ship that's sinking. Now we have a new threshold coming up. You're going to discard these columns, and then you're going to put new cards in. And then you flip back over and do business as normal. But look, there are several different sections, each with chest tokens in it. Looks like there's some autofocus going on. So, ultimately, if the enemy is defeated, you need the highest point value to win. Now, notice a lot of these treasures will have different point values. There are 7 of these topaz cards, and each one's worth 3. There are all sorts of different valuables that you can get, and there are also some really cool items that you can pick up along the way that have powers that go along with them. So, also, depending on the enemy that you are fighting, you might pick up something that you might or might not want, like this cursed amulet. If you can manage to get all 6 of them, it's going to be worth a cool 24 points. But hey, what happens if the ship sinks? In that case, maybe you don't care about bailing out the water or fixing the breaches. You want to be all for yourself. But in that case, you want to have the fewest cards in your hand to win. And if there's a tie goes to the highest point value of those fewest cards. That means you swam out to the lifeboat, and obviously there's only one lifeboat on this pirate ship.
Right.
You know, this boat was not meant for running. So, anyway, each of these characters has their own item, and so that will change up the game as, you know, depending on the enemy or the character or what cards will pop up, and that keeps the game fresh. Each of the enemies has different dice. Like this is the Siren's dice. So you'll see that they have little music notes on them. The shark has his own special set of dice with the shark face. Anyway, super cool game. If you enjoy the whole action selection, hidden action selection mechanic, ultimately that's what this game offers.
Yeah, and it's bluffing too, because you don't have to put it where you're
Absolutely
saying,
bluffing.
and it will move to the right location, and so
Right.
you have to figure out what the other people are trying to do.
So if y'all say that you're going here, and I also want to fire the cannons or something, or I'm wanting treasure, I want to place up earlier and say, yeah, I'm gonna do treasure, I'll end up going back here, and y'all end up going in a different order than we had originally talked about.
Yeah.
So I think that makes the game super interesting. I think.
Very sneaky pirates.
Very sneaky pirates. I would never be the hidden traitor.
Yes, you would.
Yeah, absolutely would.
That is we're sinking.
What?
I know. I like that it plays like 3 to 6 players too. That's nice.
Yep.
Because this is chaos. And if you play with 6 people, it's chaos.
It's about to sink.
It's
You can tell.
Totally gonna sink. That's
So,
super cute.
be sure to check out We're Sinking from Ludimus Games. And if you enjoyed this game overview and you want to see more just like it, we've got overviews, rules teaches, playthroughs, weekly recaps, and top 10 videos on our YouTube channel. Just search for Board Gamer Steph. Or even better, join us on twitch.tv/BoardGamerSteph, where we stream every Wednesday and Sunday night at 5 p.m. Central. And we bring you 3 games or more every single stream. So come join us on Twitch, where we bring you all the games.
And for those on Twitch, we'll be right back.